Hello friends, welcome you research needs. In this video we will see study protocol for evaluation of effectiveness of PE57 capsule oil formulation in a mouse model of male pattern baldness. For that we have two formulations, PE57 capsules 30 300 mg per oral we are going to give, and human dose was calculated from 200 mg per kg, and PE57 oil, which two concentration we will give to the animals, C divided by 3 and C 20 microliter per topical application we will apply to the animals, BD twice per day, and the human dose was calculated from the commercial hair ones. The concentration is C. The protocol we are going to perform here. So before going, we will see the stages of hair growth. So here we have 4 stages we have shown here. So generally we are applying these 3 stages because it is not a stage, because in that already the hair is settled in these stages. So first is anagen stage, it is a growth stage. So it takes 2 to 7 years. The healthy hair, it takes 2 to 7 years to in this stage, it remains in this stage, and after that when the hair is damaged, it comes in regression stage, means so it takes 2 to 3 weeks in that stage, means catagen phase remains in 2 to 3 weeks. So here how you can analyze why it is in this stage. So here you can see the diameter of the hair follicles, it reduced in this stage. So it is a catagen phase, and after that it comes in telogen phase. So here you can see it is detached from the dermal papilla, so in this stage, and finally it shed out, so it comes in exogen phase. So telogen phase it stay for 3 months, anytime it can shed out. So after that again the anagen phase start. Here you can see it is started again growing. So this is how any hair follicles repeats this cycle around 15 to 30 times during its lifespan. So this is what the hair growth stages, and also you can say the hair growth cycle. Now we will see our allocation of animals, and here we will utilize that this hair growth stages. How we will utilize, you can see here. So allocation of animals, while we start our experiment, the animals are separated in 7 groups. Here first is normal control, then disease and reference standard, and 2 groups are allocated for capsules, higher and lower dose, and 2 for oils, so lower concentration and higher concentration. And here intraperitoneal injection for sunflower oils only, without any treatment we have to give, because in disease condition where we are going to induce the disease, here 2 to 7 groups we are going to induce the disease. For that what we'll do, here you can see the intraperitoneal injection of dihydrotestosterone DHT at 2 mg per day per animals. Dissolve in the DHT we have to dissolve in sunflower oil or corn oil, was administered to all groups of animals 5 times a week. Means in 1 week we have to give IP injection around 5 times until all hair enters in the telogen stage. So how we will decide it is entered in telogen stage or not? For that we will come on again here you can see it is reduced, and in anagen phase the animals is in hair follicles. In anagen stage, hair follicles is completely healthy and it covers whole diameters around, and here it is reduced. So after DHT treatment, you will see the hair follicles, hair shaft, its follicles reduce up to 10 times. So this you have to analyze, and then you can easily decide that it is comes telogenous stage or not. So this is what. Or another method is trichoscopy is there. It is performed with a handheld device called dermatoscope with the polarized light. The magnifier allow inspection of the skin and decrease of the hair diameter up to 10 times, or diameters variables can be detected by the trichoscopy. So trichoscopy is the method by which, or device by which, you can easily analyze it is in which stage, whether it is in anagen stage or in catagen stage or telogen stage. So that you can easily decide. And by DHT it comes in 2 weeks, it comes generally in telogen space. That is why we are using here DHT and dihydrotestosterone. So you have to give 2 mg to each animals without no dose variations, only 2 mg you have to give. And how you will prepare DHT dose? You have to dissolve in vigorous sucking in sunflower oils at 35 ounce Celsius for 20 minutes. So you can easily dissolve DHT in sunflower oil. Otherwise you can use corn oil. It's a second option, but sunflower oil is easy available in India, so you can use sunflower oil here. So next we will see the treatment. Here you can see the base of the topical preparation, BID. Our standard drug is minoxidil 2% topical preparation, BID you have to apply. And another, we have doses for PI 57 capsule is 30 mg per kg and 300 mg per kg oral dose BID. And next we have to apply topically 20 microliters twice a day. We have taken 8 ml per groups. So this was the allocation of animals. Now we will see next step. So here the oral dose will dissolve in methyl cellulose. You have to see that. Now we will see the study designs. Here you can see it is written -11. So just because before starting of the experiment, here we have taken C57 animals. So before that we have to do some procedures. So for animal procurement, quarantine for 7 days, acclimatize for 5 days in laboratory animal conditions, and then on day 0 animals are taken in photographs. Then the experiment will be start. So on day 1st, the group 2 to 6 were induced with the DHT with 2 mg dose IP 5 times for the initial 2 weeks. Means first 2 weeks we have to induce the 5 times the DHT, and on day 11 the animals are depilated and their hairs will be removed and weighted. So you have to remember each area of the you have to measure the area 2 centimeter wide into 4 centimeter length. In that area all hair you have to weight properly. And after depilations, here you have to take photographs, and length obviously it will not observe, but it's the procedure of day 0 where you have to measure the length, but you will not find anything there. Next, again on day 13, 16, 18, 20 and 21, you have to take length measurement and photographs both simultaneously. And then on day 24, lastly you have to take both, you have to do both procedures. And then on day 25 you have to exercise the animals. Skin means that area, that much of area, means 2 centimeter wide and 4 centimeter length. After means depilations, here you have to do depilation and collect the hair for weight measurement, and the skin you have to exercise, means this size you have to exercise. And then the skin sample were collected on day 25, and skin sample will be sent for histopathology studies. Here you have, in histopathology study, you have to do 2 procedures. The longitudinal and horizontal sections of hair follicles 5 micron plaques were prepared and stained with the H&E staining, and the photographs of H&E stained sections were taken under the light microscope, and the hair follicle stage will be determined by the counting over 100 hair follicles for each groups. So after collection of the skin samples, you have to perform these activities during histopathology studies. And before the dissection, you have to collect the blood sample if you wanted to determine the level of DST. So you have to take care of before the dissection animals. In that, animals were treated for 1 to 24 days. So here experiment was, if you are conducting 2 types, you can perform the experiment. One, therapeutically, and if you want to perform the experiment, you can perform the experiment from day 11. You can start dosing from here, or if you want to perform the experiment prophylactically, so you have to give the dose. P57 capsule will be given from starting, from the day 0, while you are inducing the drug. So means inducing DST. So from day 1st, you have to start dosing both capsule orally and P57 oil you have to apply. And next, minoxidil topically for standards by BID daily. So this procedure you have to do in the study. Next we will see what parameters we will analyze during the experiments. So here first is hair length. So what procedure we are doing during measurement, that we will see here. So hair length, that after depilation, the hair shaft length is measured on day 11, 13, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and the mean growth rate of the hair shaft is calculated. On the day of hair length measurement, animals are anesthetized with a small dose of isopurin, and the 5 hair shafts are plucked out using forceps and photographed. By this procedure, you can easily measure the hair length. The hair shafts are stored in plastic transparent bag for the individual animals, and 5 hair shafts per animals are measured using vernier caliper. This graph you have to prepare in 2-way ANOVA, and by which you can easily analyze you can see how the growth is taken place after depilation. So next parameter is hair regrowth score. So while you are doing experiment, on the day of length measurement, you can do one more procedure. After depilation, every 2 days, animals are observed for the scoring according to their hair regrowth coverage area, and animals are scored. So you have to score the animals, or how the growth of their hair is taken place that you can easily analyze by scoring it. Means on the spot, on the day while you are measuring the length or checking your photograph, that day on the spot you have to score, regrowth score you have to give. So what basis you will give the score? No hair growth. If you observe, there is no any hair growth. Here you can see, suppose you can see these animals, and here it is, there is no any hair growth, so you will give 0. So next, less than 20% regrowth. So suppose you have seen these animals, here it is less than 20% or what, it is around it is around 20%, so you will give 1. And more than 20% till up to 40% growth you have to give 2. 40 to 60% growth you have to give 3, and 60 to 80% growth you have to give 4, and next 80 to 100 you have to give 5. This is how you have to score. So this again, while you square and plot it a graph, you have to plot into an ANOVA graph, and hair regrowth score you can easily see the development. Now study parameters. Next to the photographs for hair regrowth is a main parameter. Simultaneously with the measurement of animals, regrowth is captured by the photographs on day 11, 13, 16, 18 and 20, 22 and 24. So you have to proceed it simultaneously because on the day while you will take the hair, so that time you have to anesthetize the animals, and while you anesthetize to pluck the hairs from the animals, 5 hair shaft, that time you will get time to take photographs, because animals are not doing movement, they are anesthetized, so you can easily photograph them. So these it is the most important parameters, and so it gives idea, visual idea, the drug has efficacy or not. So next is hair weight, one-way ANOVA graph. We will prepare for that. On the day 0, day of abdepilation, we will collect the hair that we have to wait. Again on the day of 20 on last day, on day of termination, the animals will be depilated again, and their skin and their hair will be collected and weighted. So by two different weight you can see that what the growth, what nature of the hair is coming by comparing both day hair weight that you can do. Again, the last day you have to exercise the dorsal skin for the histopathology. So these 4 parameters you have to analyze during the experiments. So this is what our experiment. So if you have any question, you can easily give comment to my YouTube channel. I will definitely do reply. Say thank you for watching Research News. Thank you very much.